We spend a lot of time in personal finance talking about the big moves, the investment strategies, the business ideas, the salary negotiations. And those things matter. But most people's financial lives are actually determined by the small, everyday decisions that happen so quietly we barely notice them. Today, we're going to talk about 10 small decisions that consistently separate people who are building wealth from people who are stuck. None of these require a lot of money, none of them require expertise, they just require intention. Decision 1. Always sleep on purchases above a certain amount. Pick a threshold, maybe 5,000 naira, maybe 10,000 naira, and commit to waiting 24 hours before making any unplanned purchase above that amount. Just 24 hours. This one rule eliminates most impulse spending. The item that felt urgent at 7 p.m. usually feels optional by the next morning. And optional means you can redirect that money somewhere better. Decision 2. Review your subscriptions every 3 months. Subscriptions are financial termites. They eat quietly, and you don't notice the damage until you do a proper check. Every 3 months, open your bank statement and highlight every recurring charge. Ask yourself honestly, am I actively using this? Is this worth what I'm paying? Cancel everything that doesn't give you clear, regular value. In a single review session, many people find they're spending 5,000 to 15,000 naira monthly on services they barely use. That is money that could be invested. Decision 3. Pack food from home at least 3 times a week. This sounds too small to matter. Run the numbers and you will change your mind. If you buy lunch 5 days a week at an average of 1,500 naira per day, that is 7,500 naira weekly and 30,000 naira monthly. Packing from home even 3 days cuts that by more than half. Over 12 months, that is 150,000 to 200,000 naira, redirected from food vendors to your investment account. Small daily habits are where big annual savings are hiding. Decision 4. Never borrow money for consumption. This is a line that once crossed is very hard to walk back from. The moment you start borrowing money to pay for things that disappear, food, outings, clothes, transport, you are eroding your future to fund your present. The only borrowing that makes financial sense is borrowing that generates more than it costs. Everything else should be funded from income or savings, even if it means waiting or going without. Decision 5. Have a separate account for every financial goal. When all your money sits in one account, there is no psychological ownership. You spend from the pool without feeling the impact. Open separate accounts or sub-wallets for different goals: emergency fund, investment, next rent payment, specific savings target. Many platforms like Piggyvest allow this natively. When you see your rent account sitting at 150,000 naira, you do not touch it for anything else. Separation creates intention. Decision 6. Invest before you know what to invest in. This sounds counterintuitive, but analysis paralysis kills more wealth building attempts than bad investments do. Start by putting money into a money market fund. It is low risk, liquid, and beats inflation. While your money sits there earning, you take your time to learn about other options: stocks, real estate, T-bills. When you understand something well enough to act, move some of that money. But do not let the search for the perfect investment stop you from starting any investment. Decision 7. Review your financial goals every month. Not a deep audit, just a 15-minute check-in. Are you on track? Has anything changed? Do you need to adjust? Most people set financial goals in January and look at them again in December. Monthly reviews keep you honest. They catch small drift before it becomes a large detour. Decision 8. Say no to borrowing money you cannot afford to lose. In most families and social circles, you will be asked to lend money, often to people you love, often with genuine need on their side. The rule is simple. Only lend what you can genuinely afford to never see again, not what you hope they will repay, what you can afford to lose completely without it affecting your financial plan. Unpaid personal loans are one of the most common causes of financial stress and relationship damage in the world right now. Protect both by being honest about your capacity upfront. Decision 9. Always read the fine print on financial products. Interest rates, withdrawal penalties, lock-in periods, hidden charges. The fine print is not designed to be read, but the things buried in it can cost you significantly. Before you open any account, invest in any product, or sign any agreement, read it. If you don't understand something, ask. If they can't explain it clearly, walk away. Financial literacy includes the simple habit of knowing what you are agreeing to. Decision 10. Celebrate financial wins without spending money. This one is more psychological than practical, but it matters enormously. When you hit a savings target or clear a debt or reach an investment milestone, celebrate it, acknowledge it, tell someone who cares, but learn to celebrate in ways that don't erase the win. A meal out for every financial goal cleared teaches your brain to associate progress with spending. Find other rewards, an experience, a day off, something meaningful that costs little. The emotional relationship you build with money, whether it feels like a source of anxiety or a source of growing confidence, will shape every financial decision you make for the rest of your life. These 10 decisions are not dramatic, they won't go viral, but practiced consistently over years, they are exactly the kind of thing that separates the person who wonders where all their money went from the person who always seems to have options. Small and consistent will always beat large and occasional. Start where you are, do what you can, and keep going. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.